Good morning, intuitives. Welcome everybody who's new to the channel. I sincerely hope you are finding my videos helpful and it's helping you navigate whatever situation you are in. As I know from my own experience, dealing with narcissists and borderlines is never fun and it's extremely taxing and emotionally draining. Just remember, don't doubt yourself. It's them, not you, no matter what they say. That's why videos like this and validation are so important. I appreciate especially the comments about how things help. It motivates me to make more of these because, the more we expose narcissists and their tactics, the harder it'll be for them to perpetuate their false superiority complex. So, what I wanted to get into today is a narcissist tactics video. And I spoke about manipulation before, but this is a more, bullseye manipulation video. I'm going to specifically talk about narcissistic tactics that are used early on in dating. So I talked about dating narcissists before, but these tactics are more tailored towards like when a narcissist is trying to get you to date them. Like you're attracted to this person, you're thinking about it, you're getting closer, and they're trying to pull you in and get you to fall for them fast and hard so that they can have complete control over you. So, without further ado, let's get into them. So, these tactics will usually appear in the first few weeks of when a narcissist is interested in you and you're showing interest back and they're trying to suck you in. You will hear phrases such as "you are my soulmate." A narcissist will use this tactic right off the bat without really getting to know much about you. They'll say that to make you think they want something long-term and real, that they see you for who you really are, that they see the things that others can't. And yeah, an INFJ may do this too, but the big difference is an INFJ is going to get very specific about why they think that. An INFJ is going to talk about a lot of stuff of why they like you so much. It's not just going to be about your looks. For narcissists, it's all about status. So they see being with you as a way to increase their status. You're a trophy, you're a slave, and they're the master. Two, they'll say, "I've never met someone like you before." So narcissists love to give false sense of exclusivity, to make you feel like very important, very rare. That gives you status as well. There's going to be a status pattern in this video. So the narcissist will say that in order to make you feel that, you're superior to basically everybody except them because, they're the greatest thing that's ever been and you're with them. So that makes you number two. If he's the king of the world and you're his queen, concubine, really, for a time, then, he wants to make you feel like he can give you status, that you're so special, and with him you can be seen and respected and admired for the way you truly should be, at least while you're on his arm short term. Ah, yes. Next, they'll say, "You understand me so much better than anyone else." The narcissist wants to believe that the two of you have this deep connection. Especially in the modern world, they'll falsely try to use spirituality to achieve this. Now, if you know anything about spirituality, twin flames, things like that, they're not going to use it correctly. They're, like always, a narcissist is going to be very general and vague. They want to use things that they seem as, in vogue and popular to try to, make it sound like they're hip and they're up with everything and they're in the know and yeah, they're an influencer. And they're all those things in their own minds, always. But they're going to use this to make you think there's a special connection between the two of you, that there's something the two of you have that, can't exist between any other people, that it's special, that he understands you. And this is also a way for the narcissist to basically plant the seeds for saying like, "Well, I know you better than yourself. Like, you don't really think that. Like, no, this is really what you want. Trust me, I know you better than you know yourself." See, these are seeds they plant, either to get what they want short term, and perhaps if they are still getting supply off of you medium term, to perpetuate the cycle of abuse until they discard you for something else. Next is, "It is fate we met." Ah, yes, because, everything with a narcissist is manifest destiny. You know, their status, their looks, their money, their respectability. They've, you know, they deserve all that. It's fate. It's God given. It's prosperity gospel bullshit, basically. But they're gonna say that it's fate, that, you know, you're a part of their life, because remember, in the narcissist mind, anything they want, they deserve, and they should have it without questions asked, and they'll do anything they need to get it, and there's no bar they won't go under. Next is, I have never felt what did I write? I'd never felt this way about anyone before. Yeah. So immediately the narcissist is going to try to put you on a pedestal, like, well, I already know you're you know, the best thing that's ever happened to me. I've never liked someone so much before. And that's going to make you feel like, wow, they're really into me, they're for real. Now, again, they're not going to be able to answer why. It's all going to be vague and vapid. It's just buzzwords, like a politician spewing platitudes, you know, hope and change, you know, America's already great, make America great again, morning in America. What does that mean? Nothing. So, yeah, it's on that level, but they want to suck you in, that there's something so special and so deep about them that they can't explain, but it's just there, and it's destiny. Next is, am I your only friend? You're my only friend. Now this tactic is, you know, they want to perpetuate that connection, yes, and they want to say that, you know, you're more than just lovers, that you're each other's best friend. But in reality, what it is it's an isolation tactic, because obviously they want to isolate you from people that are truly your friend, that will say the uncomfortable truths about this narcissist, you know, like they're a narcissist and all, and you're being abused. They they want to, from the beginning, have to work on isolating you from those type of people, because, well, that and narcissists have to have all your attention all the time, and they hate competition too. We don't need anyone else being the next common phrase. That again goes to isolation, especially if people can see what's going on. Some narcissists are better at wearing a mask than others. So if people are starting to question, you know, this relationship, calling it abusive, the narcissist then has to go on damage control, and they'll go into like how much they do for you, and all the lifestyle they provide, and you need to cut these people out, we're all we need. Yeah, so that way you're not talking to anybody who's going to help you get out of that situation, and therefore they can perpetuate the supply they're getting off of you. Next is, you're so kind, creative, smart, beautiful, and perfect. Oh yes, narcissists love to say this, especially the INFJs, because a lot of them truly do embody that, but they also like hearing it. So, but again, they're going to hit buzzwords, big buzzwords that sound good. But if asked, well, why do you think that? Why specifically? You know, what do you think is so beautiful? Why do you think I'm so smart? Why do you think I'm so kind? You know, whereas like an INFJ will be like, well, because you help this person, and you do this, and you donate to this charity, and you volunteer over here, and, you know, I like, you know, your laugh lines, your smile, your teeth. You know, we'll get real specific real quick, on the spot or not, because, you know, detail oriented things, and we put pieces together with intuition. Narcissists don't do that. Just vague and vapid at all times. Hit the buzzwords. Like I said, like a sleazy politician. Next is, we'll be together forever. So they're gonna try right off the bat to be like, this is a forever thing, so that you let all your guard down, and also any boundaries, because narcissists hate boundaries. So if they're right off the bat, you know, saying stuff like that, like, oh, we're going to be together forever, it's also going to make you lazy, because they're going to say these things not just for exclusivity with you, but also they're probably cheating, but they want to say all the right things to make you think that they're not, to make you not even suspect their true behavior and what they're doing when they're not around you, when they're not monopolizing your time. So, you know, be aware of those. Yeah. So those are the manipulation tactics that a narcissist will use early on when they're trying to suck you into a a toxic relationship with them. If you're faced with these tactics from a narcissist, these buzzwords, ask them to be specific. You know, that's something you can say that isn't necessarily going to make them go like, ooh, you know, they know what I am, the jig is up. But pay attention to how they answer. See if they can answer at all. See if they're, you know, stuttering, stammering, messes when put on the spot. And that's especially a big sign if they're, because some people aren't comfortable with big crowds, but if the narcissist is saying things like that to you one-on-one and you ask them for, specifics and they can't answer, that's a really bad sign. That's them basically saying that they don't believe what they're saying. They're just saying words that, hit the button. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you for making it to the end. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification button to be alerted of future videos that you'll hopefully find helpful. And if my work has been, especially helpful to you, please send a tip to the channel via the super thanks button or the links found in the about section and help the channel grow. Also, follow me on Instagram because, I don't know, it doesn't cost you anything and it helps me. It makes me feel good.